It's Rainbow Road, it's where you go when you die.
Believe it or not, guys, he's actually right. Hey everyone, Gaijin
and Goombah here.
And dude, Mario Kart 8 for the Switch is finally out. Okay, I know a lot of people are saying that this is just some kind of lazy Wii U port or whatever, but dude, it's Mario Kart 8 with all the DLC on a mobile platform, and it's got split-screen multiplayer. Dude, I will gladly take that.
But that isn't all. There's even more karts, more racers, and oh god, yes, a real battle mode, freaking finally!
I loved Mario Kart ever since its release on the Super back in '92, and I've been dying to do a video on this franchise for some time now. But the question then becomes, what in the world do I talk about?
Right? I mean, come on, this is Mario Kart. It's a game about driving around, throwing banana peels, and shooting turtle shells. It's simplistic, fun gameplay at its absolute best. What on earth would there be to culturally analyze?
Dude, you may not believe me, but not only within Mario Kart 8, but every Mario Kart ever made, there's something that actually resonates within the heart of cultures all over the world. Rainbow Road.
Wait, what? Rainbow Road? How does that have any culture? I mean, besides the fact that it's the most infuriating track to ever grace a racing game. It's downright brutal. No railings, narrow hairpin turns, giant chain chomps, power star thwomps, and constantly falling off the course.
Oh, trust me, I feel you on that. Rainbow Road should be considered by gamers as one of the most tooth-grinding, torturous experiences in video games, but it just isn't. In fact, I think when it comes to gamers, particularly old school, there's something weirdly magical about it. I mean, come on, how many of you guys don't get warm fuzzies when you listen to this track? Instead of becoming a hated course due to its difficulty, it's actually become the most beloved and reincarnated track in Mario Kart history. 8 times now this track has been recreated, and it's become so popular now that the course has made prominent appearances in other Nintendo titles, like Paper Mario Color Splash, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and Super Smash Bros. Not to mention that Rainbow Road was chosen as the box art for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Maybe it's the colors, maybe it's the fact that we're driving in space, or maybe it's the stellar soundtrack that accompanies each course, but no matter what it is, Rainbow Road has always had this pleasant, heavenly feel to it. Like you're driving on some kind of celestial track between Earth and the cosmos. And I thought to myself, maybe there's something more to all of this. After all, for as simple as the Mario franchise is, I never cease in finding very subtle yet strong cultural references.
That's fair. In all of the time we've been making cultural videos of the Mario franchise, there's always been something far more complex behind the characters and locations. Whether it's Peach being a Shinto goddess, Lakitu's relation to an all-powerful demon god, Bowser being a Chinese celestial monster, or the folklore origins behind the franchise's most recognizable power-ups. There's always been something more to the Mario franchise than meets the eye.
And when it comes to Mario Kart, Rainbow Road is no different. The truth is, there are cultures all over the world that herald rainbows as connecting bridges and roadways between the mortal world and the heavens. From Nintendo's home of the Land of the Rising Sun to Northern Europe where the sun can stay in the sky for up to 3 months, rainbows have prominent places in folklore acting as connections between the realm of man and the realm of gods. And for this video, I wanted to go over some of my absolute favorites. Now to get started, for the sake of familiarity, let's start off with the easy one, Japan.
Oh, can I do this one?
Oh, fine.
Shinto practitioners believe that the world was created by 2 key gods, Izanami no Mikoto and Izanagi no Mikoto. By dipping in a sacred spear called the Ame no Nuboko and stirring the sea, they created the various landmasses of the world. However, in order to get to the mortal world, they had to leave their home of Takamagahara, or the Plane of High Heaven, and to do that, they had to transverse the Ame no Ukihashi, or the floating bridge above heaven. And while in some cases the bridge itself is depicted as any other bridge, in several other texts, Ame no Ukihashi is described as a rainbow. I guess with Nintendo being a very old-school Japanese company, it wouldn't be all that surprising if the concept of Rainbow Road came from their domestic mythology.
But that isn't the only Pacific culture that believes that rainbows act as roads between heaven and earth. According to Polynesian mythology, long ago, the moon goddess Hina did the unexpected and took a mortal to be her husband. This was rather perplexing considering Hina was the full package of intelligent, beautiful, and ambitious. Gods and creatures alike flocked seeking her approval, but the unwanted attention apparently became so bad, she ran away to the moon and eventually became the goddess of it. Anyway, there's just one problem with marrying a mortal. death couldn't be present in the realm of the gods, so as Age began to take her husband, with one final embrace, Hina caused a bright rainbow to span the heavens leading down to the earth and sent her love away back where he would spend his final days. Ever since, the rainbow has been seen as a permanent connection between heaven and earth. Probably not the best thing to drive on though. Now some of you might be thinking, oh well, this is just a Pacific Island thing. Nope. Next stop is clear on the literal other side of the world, because even the ancient Nords believed that a rainbow road exists between man and heaven. In the middle of Midgard, realm of the humans, and Asgard, realm of the gods, is the burning rainbow bridge known as Bifrost. Guarded by Heimdall, son of Odin, Bifrost is the only road that links Asgard to Midgard, and only the gods and those who were killed in battle were allowed to use it. More specifically, those who were chosen by the Valkyries to enter Valhalla after death.
Huh, I guess the saying's true. Rainbow Road really is where you go when you die.
Sadly though, Bifrost is doomed to collapse, which is why Heimdall guards it so carefully. On the day of Ragnarok, when the armies of giants attack Asgard, the bridge will be cracked and broken as the giants trample their way up it in order to unleash their assault.
Well, that sure would explain why there's all these potholes and complete lack of safety rails on Rainbow Road. Freaking Jotun are probably cracking and stomping around.
Finally, let's move on to ancient Greece, as they too believe that rainbows acted as a road between the mortal world and Olympus. Alongside Hermes, there was yet another god who acted as a messenger for the Olympians, Iris. Born of Thaumas, god of the sea, and the cloud nymph Electra, it was the job of Iris alone to travel to the mortal world on behalf of the gods to deliver various messages. Having been born of the sea and clouds, the 2 points in which rainbows form, it was believed that Iris not only transversed rainbows in order to travel between worlds, but she was the personification of rainbows themselves.
That's right, when you're speeding down Rainbow Road, you're actually driving on a giant curvy goddess.
It might seem like a small detail in a game about dicking over your friends and laughing as they drop to 8th place after getting shafted by a blue shell, but to me, this is what makes the Mario franchise, and heck, Nintendo in general, such a great source of subjects for my videos.
It's true, we've honestly never seen any other developer weave cultural inspirations into their games as well as Nintendo does. It still floors me that even something like Mario Kart has amazing influences behind it.
But thanks for watching everyone, and a big thank you to all my patrons who help keep the show alive. Like I said before, Mario really does subtly teach about culture, and if you're curious as to how, well, click those annotations and links in the description. And if you love learning about the world we live in through video games, consider smashing that subscribe button and bell to stay up to date on all of my newest videos. But until next time everyone, this is Gaijin Goombah, signing out.